Hey guys, Beau HD here, and this is Apple's all-new portable iPad mini with Retina Display. With an all-new updated A7 processor and high-resolution display, the iPad mini is looking like quite the tablet, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at this guy by first taking a look at the hardware. If we take a look at the mini up close and personal, you'll see Apple's iconic iPad design with that sleek aluminum build we are all familiar with, such as those thin bezels around the sides. Now, the iPad mini is essentially just a scaled-down version of the full-sized iPad, as the button placement is near identical. For example, the sleep power on and off button and 3.5mm headphones jack is located on the top, with the speakers and lightning cable charging port down below. On the right hand side, you'll find the volume up and down controls with the silent ringer toggle with nothing on the left hand side. On the front of the mini lies the 1.2 megapixel front facing camera, the 8-inch Retina display, and then that iconic physical home button on the bottom. Flipping the mini over, we'll find the 5 megapixel camera in the upper left hand corner with the Apple logo printed on that stylish aluminum. Now, what really differentiates the new iPad mini with the last generation and even the full-sized iPad is the 2048 by 1536 resolution Retina display crammed into an 8-inch portable profile. Right off the bat, when you first power on the iPad mini, this will be the first thing you notice, as everything is super vibrant and sharp. Now, I love pixels and high-resolution displays because it makes everything better, whether it be looking at pictures, watching videos, or just cruising through apps. I mean, a high-resolution display is one of those specs that really keeps you continuously interested in a device, and overall I can say the mini's display is very solid. The only thing I didn't really like about it was that it's not very bright. I mean, for indoor use it'll do the job just fine, but if you're near the sun or near the window or something like that, the screen just won't get bright enough to really see what you're doing, which could be an issue for a lot of people. But besides that, the viewing angles are very good, and the 326 pixel per inch index, like I said earlier, it just makes everything very enjoyable, even if it does suffer in bright environments. Now, all of those pixels wouldn't be quite as enjoyable if it weren't for the fast A7 chip with a 64-bit processor paired with a M7 Motion coprocessor that is packed inside the mini. This gives the mini all of its speed, as it is able to switch between applications seamlessly with no lag or stuttering at all. And thanks to that added coprocessor, the iPad mini with Retina display is the best tablet for gaming, period. I gotta say, Apple did a great job optimizing iOS 7 with the A7 and M7 Motion coprocessors, because I found that every single game I tested runs exceptionally well, and every movement I made was accurately translated in the game, which made for a very pleasurable experience. But besides that, the only real issues I had were with the software and not so much the mini itself. For example, the software is not very customizable, so basically what you see is what you get, which for a lot of techie people is a huge turnoff, but it's also very appealing to non-technical people, as it's very simple and easy to use. So you're really going to have to be the judge and decide whether or not the iPad mini is right for you in this regard. But iOS 7 as a whole is a very functional operating system, and the only fault I could really find with it was when you first power on the iPad mini and unlock the screen. As the icons are flying in, you are unable to actually swipe through the home screens for a few seconds until all the icons are there, which really slowed me down when I was wanting to surf the web in a hurry or check on some of my social networks or something like that. It looks like it can be easily fixed with a software update, but right now it looks like Apple has gone with the appearance over the functionality. So if we take a look at the camera, the iPad mini comes equipped with a 5 megapixel rear facing camera that takes pretty good pictures. From the software side of things, the mini can capture a picture instantly, and you can easily enable HDR mode and switch between picture and video modes with no problems at all. And the pictures themselves turn out fairly sharp and crisp for a tablet, but really they're not going to wow you with the quality, as this is just an average sensor. And the same can be said about the video. It's a very solid functional camera, but it's not exceptionally great by any means, but then again that is to be expected with a tablet. Now, one area that is really impressive is the battery life. After using the mini for 2 weeks off and on, I had to charge this guy twice, and that was with the display cranked up to the highest brightness. I mean, the mini does have a large 6,471 mAh battery, but I think iOS 7 has really improved the standby time, since it only dropped a few percentage points overnight. But all in all, you can expect a solid 10 hours of battery life if you are a heavy user. Otherwise, the mini should last you several days on a single charge. So overall, I was really impressed at just how much I actually liked the new iPad mini with Retina display. I mean, yes, the brightness could have been improved, and there are some software issues that could be fixed with a future update, but the Retina display is very nice, and the battery life is amazing. The biggest disappointment with the iPad mini is the $399 price tag that makes it hard to justify the purchase, since there are plenty of non-Apple alternatives that compete very well against the mini and offer a much cheaper price tag. But with that said, this is Apple and you are paying for quality, so it's really going to depend upon how much you value your money. But if it were up to me, I'd suggest you wait for the next version of the iPad mini so that you can get this version for $300 which is really what this tablet should be priced at. But these are my thoughts and opinions, so I want to ask you guys, do you think the iPad mini with Retina Display is worth $400? I'm curious to see what you guys have to say, since this is one of the best tablets I've ever reviewed. So be sure to let me know what your thoughts and opinions are down below in a comment. And if you guys are still watching this video, I take it that you like it, so don't forget to hit that thumbs up button right down below. And if you like tech videos like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. But with that all said and done, that's gonna about do it for this video, guys. If you want to take a look at my first impressions and unboxing of the iPad mini with Retina Display, you can do so right down below. Or you can take a look at my top 5 smartphones of 2013 video if that's something you'd be interested in. But as always guys, I'm Beau HD from How To and More. Thanks for watching.